Field Agent versus Mobee. Which one has more gigs and which one can you make more money on? I'm going to discuss all of that in this video so you know which app is better, or if you want to use both at the same time to double your earnings. So first, let's talk about jobs. So this is Field Agent. I'm just going to refresh it so we could see what type of jobs are available in my area. Now, Field Agent, there's going to be a lot of $3 gigs, and they even started doing $2 gigs, which I hope they don't keep doing, but usually the minimum will be $3. Now, there's a couple of different job types. There's the audits. These ones will pay a little bit more, and then you're going to have to go take pictures. A lot of these are really quick, like in and out of the store, and you can make $5 to $10. So I would definitely recommend that. And then there's also the shelf view. So if you look at all these are all ones that I did today. So shelf view. These are, you're going to have to take a picture of the whole shelf. So like the whole shelf of cereal, stuff like that. It's really easy, but it is a lot of pictures. And then a lot of times there'll be 3 to 5, maybe even 10 of these $3 shelf views at the same store. So then it really starts to add up. So to cash out, your balance is going to be up here, and you could press cash out, and it's going to be direct deposit to your bank account. They will send you a 1099 if you made more than $600. And this one, even though right now there's not that many gigs in my area, this app, they drop throughout the day, and you could do a lot. Sometimes I do like 20 or 30 of these in a day. So if you don't see any in your area, just keep refreshing the app as you go on. I have 2 phones, so one phone I use for my GPS when I'm driving, another phone is just on Field Agent, and I'm just refreshing. So a lot of people say there's no gigs, but for me, this is the past 2 days of my earnings. You could see all of these from the 18th. They just keep going. And what's good about these compared to like Uber Eats or Instacart is you don't have to deliver stuff. So Instacart, you'd have to go to Sam's Club and then shop and then deliver it to someone. With these, you just go to Sam's Club, do the gig, and then you leave. So you don't have to deal with customers. You don't have to find people's apartments, and it's a lot less stress. And then of course you could multi-app it with Uber Eats. A lot of times if I have like a 20-minute drive, if I'm going east, I'll try to catch an Uber Eats order going in that direction, just so I get paid for the drive. But for the most part, I'll use Field Agent. So this one, out of all the apps that are similar, this one gets the most gigs. They're the most high paying, and you get paid in straight cash. And there's also a referral program. So I've made a lot of videos on this on multiple channels. So I have 29 people basically working for me, and I get 10% of the gigs they do up to $10. So if all these people actually did the work, I would get $290, and there'll be a link below so you could sign up with mine. So this app is great. The gigs, most of them are easy to complete. There's really none of them that I won't do because they get denied. And some of them will go up to 8, 10, 750, and those are the store walkthroughs. So this is an amazing app. Now let's talk about Mobee. Biggest difference with Mobee is it doesn't pay cash. So right now I have $36, and you could cash these out for gift cards. So there's gift cards for pretty much anything, Walmart, Amazon, but I don't know why you would do that, because you could actually get a Visa rewards virtual card. So it's just like having a virtual credit card. So I could cash out $25, goes all the way up to $50 or $100. And these are all of the gift cards that I cashed out. I do this app almost every day. I've done 168 missions. And then there's also achievements. So when you complete a certain amount, like 10 gigs at Target, you could claim them. And I claimed a lot of them. You get $7.50, $3, $5, even $20 for some. So the biggest difference is gift cards. Yeah, if you do the Visa gift card, it is pretty much similar to cash, but it is annoying. You can't earn points with if you just use your credit card when you got a direct deposit. And then also if it's if you buy something and it's a little bit over, it'll get denied, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it is pretty much the same as cash. I use this to pay for my gas and stuff like that. So, and the biggest difference is there's a lot of gigs that are just impossible to do that I won't do. So it may look like there's all these gigs here, but I wouldn't do any of these gigs right here. The Mattress Firm, any of those, you have to go into the mattress store, and there's always like a salesman and stuff. It's a real pain. It's almost impossible to do. But there are some good ones, like the honey. It pays $3.50. You have to take a picture of all of the honey. And for this one, there's going to be a lot of like mystery shops where you're going to have to interact with the staff, which could be pretty uncomfortable. I like Field Agent because you don't have to talk to anyone, but they do pay a lot. So it'll be like Best Buy. You take one picture of the streaming devices and then you talk to the person. They give you like a persona, and pretty easy. So I think Field Agent is better, but sometimes if Field Agent is slow, you could do Mobee. And then a lot of times, like if I'm going to this Target to do this $4 gig with Mobee, there may be a $4 or $5 or even a $10 at Field Agent. So definitely use both of the apps. They're both great. They're legit. You could actually make money, and click the link down below to sign up with my links for these apps.